Hi, Church. Pastor Jeff here with another Trinity check-in, coming to you a day early this week. If you're used to getting this on Wednesday, don't worry. This is Tuesday. However, tomorrow is Ash Wednesday, and so I wanted to get this out early to talk about what it means and to make sure you have a good invitation to all that's going on. I'm out here on in our Columbarium right now in front of the Labyrinth, in part because it's just too beautiful of a day not to, in part to take it into all the activity. You know, school's out these days, so 402 Creamery doing really well down there, and there have been kids up on our Labyrinth much of the day too, so always nice to see. However, part of what Ash Wednesday is about remembering where we've come from and where we will all return. And so I'm in our Columbarium. Now, if you're not familiar, Columbarium is a place well, not bury, but to house the remains of those who've gone before us. And well, when you first hear it, it seems a little bit morbid, but the truth is it's actually a hopeful thing. It's a remembrance and a celebration of those who've made us who we are, and of how we're doing the same for future generations as well. Now, there are a lot of different meanings that come into play on Ash Wednesday. What I think is the most important I'll get to in a minute, but one of them is remembering that, well, we'll be here one day too, right? Now, again, that may seem like it's a morbid thing at first, but the truth is, when you become comfortable with your own mortality, it's amazing how it frees you up for so much in life, to live in the moment and to not be afraid of things that we don't need to be afraid of, including death itself. Now, part of what we do on Ash Wednesday is receive the ashes. You know, on the forehead, if you don't want it on your forehead, you can get it on the back of your hand or just come forward as you are. You don't have to receive it at all. But the phrase we use is, "From ashes you have come, and to ashes you shall return," or "From dust you have come, and to dust you shall return." And we remember the story in the Old Testament in Genesis, when God creates the first humans. He does it by scooping up the dirt of the ground and breathing life into it. We are of the earth, and to the earth we will return. It's a powerful thing to remember, and it's not only our tradition that does it either. I heard an interview with the Dalai Lama once, who talked about how he begins every morning by meditating on the eventual moment of his own death and on how that gives him life through the rest of the day. There really is something to it, I have to say, of becoming comfortable with who we are. Now, when it comes to Ash Wednesday, that also means knowing that we're not all that we can't fix everything, we can't change everything, even our own selves, that we need God's help. We have to rely on God because we will never be enough, and that's okay. And so we pray prayers of forgiveness for our own selves. We pray a prayer of forgiveness for the church for harm that we've caused as a people. And we pray a prayer of forgiveness for all of humanity, for all of God's people, as we prepare to receive the ashes. Now, all of that is good, and it makes it a moving service. But if you ask me, perhaps the most important thing most important part of Ash Wednesday is kicking off the season of Lent, a season of growth, a season of intentional growth. You know, we all have surges as we grow, where we level off for a while, and then something catches our interest, and we rededicate ourselves to growing as a person and growing as a child of God. And well, Lent is a good occasion for it. Sometimes it helps to have that extra little push, that extra support of the people around you to help in your own journey. So I hope that you will come to this year's Ash Wednesday service with the intention to kick off a season of growth yourself. We're reading through the Gospel of Matthew as a church. That's a very good way to do it, to join in that. And if you want to join in reading the Gospel of Matthew, we have bookmarks for you. We're working on a way to get the readings out to you digitally too, and you'll be hearing more about that soon. But it's not even very much reading every day. Each day's passage is not even that long, but if you do it all throughout Lent, you will be amazed at what it does to you, what it does in your heart and in your soul, and how it helps you to grow. So I hope that you'll consider it. I brought one thing to show off. These are my ashes. Maybe you've seen me show these before. This jar I actually got in my first church that I served 21 years ago, something like that. And the tradition is to burn the palm leaves from the year before and use them, and then you use the ash leaves, or the palm leaves from last year's Palm Sunday for this year's Ash Wednesday. And so one thing that I always think about as a pastor is that each year I burn the palm leaves and add them to this jar. And so this jar contains just a little bit of ash from all the people that I've come into contact with over the last 20 or 21 years. And that well, that means something to me personally, and I hope it adds an extra level of depth to you too. This is where the ashes for tomorrow night will be coming from. So I hope you come, and you know, we can't not have a little bit of fun with it too. There's the tradition of Shrove Tuesday, of having pancakes on Tuesday. We're going to push that just a little bit, and we're going to have the Waffle Man here right before our Ash Wednesday service. So if you come at 5, starting at 5, we'll have waffles available. It's $10 per person to pay for all the things that need to be paid for that. You can pay online. There should be, if you're watching this by email, you'll should have a link for it in there, or you can pay when you come in person. Enjoy some waffles starting at 5 o'clock, and then at 6:30 we'll have the service, and I think it will be a meaningful time and kick off the season of Lent well. So what will you be doing for your growth this Lent? I hope you'll be thinking about that between now and then so that you can get a good start. In the meantime, you can't go wrong with enjoying the good weather while it lasts. I hope that you are, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow and throughout the season of Lent.